I am so hyped to see Malaysia back on the F1 calendar. F1 is a business, and I believe the tracks that they race on are one of the most important aspects of their product that they are selling you. When I was growing up, the F1 calendar was 17 races. Now it's 24 weekends, which feels huge. But there's so many amazing tracks that are still not on the calendar. We see these fringe tracks like Malaysia, Portimao, Imola, Turkey pop up when we need a filler for a certain event. But I want to see these tracks, plus many others, have a concrete future in the sport. There are certain staple tracks that would make F1 mean a lot less if they weren't racing there. Some that come to mind are Silverstone, Monza. F1 needs to be racing at Spa every single year. I would say most of the tracks on the F1 calendar are in this category. We just raced at Hungary, need to be there. Montreal, Barcelona, Catalunya, Interlagos, Red Bull Ring, Suzuka. I think it's important that F1 has core historic tracks that we go to every year. This is important for brand familiarity and authenticity to fans. Things money gets in the way of but can't buy. F1 charges an annual hosting fee to these tracks north of $50 million. For that, bro? We got a penalty for that? It was my corner. No, because if this was 2026 rules, my apex front wing alongside. Oh, we have to use a flashback. I'm not getting a pen. Frick, can I even do anything from here? Okay. Whatever, it's fine. But at least now there's no one behind me. A big reason why Spa is going on rotation is because it's tough for them to find that 50 million to host the event. But if F1 is not racing there, what they are losing is priceless. If they want to seek money and go to certain places where they can get a lot of money, they should also do that. I think it's very clear that certain tracks like Jeddah, Miami, Las Vegas are designed to make money. And I do think it's exciting when they put together a street circuit in a new big city. I actually love watching these races, and I do think that adds a lot to the sport. This is the perfect area to be implementing rotation, because not only are you preserving the important core races in Formula One, you're also making the Madrid races even bigger if you know we are only going to this race for one season or 2-3 seasons. I think it's important for there to be 3 tiers of racetracks. Number 1, the core tracks that we stick to, we go back to every single year, built up by their history, and we will invest in for the future. Then there's a second tier of maybe 5 tracks like Madrid, Miami, Las Vegas that are rotating, new, fun street circuits that are always fresh. If you commit to this idea of rotation, you can go to so many places over the next 10 years. That presents a massive opportunity to grow the sport in new markets and challenge to teams. If you know every year 3 to 5 races are going to be on a new street circuit, that is tough to adapt to. It would add a lot of excitement in the season. And then a third tier, kind of similar idea, 5 tracks like Turkey, Malaysia. Guys, F1 needs to be going back to India. They need to be going back to the Hockenheim Nürburgring rotation in Germany. Tracks like Imola and Portimao that don't have a concrete future in the sport currently. Maybe we cannot go to all of these tracks every single year, but there should be slots where we are rotating to them. So these tracks always stay with Formula One, even if they're hosting a race every 2 or 3 years, you still know they're always going to be hosting a race. I think this is so important for F1. Have most of your tracks be tracks that are deeply historical and unanimous with the brand. And then another side that's like always fresh, always new, always fun. I think the way F1 manages the way they make money off of their product over the next 10 years is going to be very important for the next 100 years of the sport. They can make so much money. Formula One is so commercially successful. They have so many options. And that is good for them. I hope they manage it in an intelligent way where it feels like every decision is adding something to F1 and making it better. I had to throw it back to F1 2012 for this one, guys. I recorded some gameplay to put on in the background, and this is actually a great race. I'm Kimi Räikkönen. I'm hunting down Sebastian Vettel and Michael Schumacher for the lead of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso, he's absolutely hounding me down. I'm going to have to defend the inside here as Jenson Button is in his slipstream. Going to brake nice and late, claim the apex. Keep the position for now. It seems like there's certain parts of the track which I'm not very fast at, but into this first and second turn, bro, I'm an absolute monster. Look at how much I'm gaining on the 2 leaders. Great exit. I'm going to dump the curves. Get in the slipstream on Sebastian Vettel. I'm going to try to look to the inside of him. And I'm going to get both first and second. What a move. Kimi Räikkönen is going to come across the line to win the Malaysian Grand Prix. No fist pumps or anything from the Iceman, but it's because we finished 14th with the penalty. Oh, penalty. Oh, like, what is that? He deserves a penalty for that. He had to get slimed out for that.